what I got good at was really trying to understand different people's perspectives and not just have my own of what's right. And I was really willing to listen and learn from others. And that I think that empathy piece is really important. And then, also just being willing to get up on a stage and speak. I mean, I ended up doing a lot of keynotes and, talks for the company about what was important, and that I was comfortable in a big audience, just getting up on stage and putting myself out there, even if it was pretty vulnerable. Like, I remember the first time I got up in front of a room full of 1,000 engineers at our big conference, and I decided to talk about collaboration and overcoming our defensiveness. And like the night before that talk, I woke up like, Minette, what on earth are you doing? You're going to speak to a room full of engineers about what they're going to think is touchy-feely, right? And I think that what surprised me is how much appetite there was for it, even among the stereotypical engineers, because what I learned is that, yeah, they're interested in tech and they are, some of them very geeky, but they're also human and they have emotions, even if they don't want to talk about them. And some of what I was trying to move forward really resonated with people. And I remember having a very, very technical person, he was like a software architect, come up to me after a talk and said, I am so glad you're talking about this stuff because no one does. So I think it was maybe just my willingness to put myself out there and everything that I learned and share it. And, it did work in many ways. And I think the other piece is the language piece, just having a second language. And, in the US, most people don't speak a second language. It's just very unusual. But I was really fluent in French, and I was really interested in language and also other cultures. And that really was important because I was leading, as you said, a huge team, and they were all over the globe. And I very much appreciated and wanted to learn about different cultures and not just have the lens of we're a US company and, everything should be the American way. And I think that helped me in my leadership to learn from different cultures, different Asian cultures, different European cultures. What does this mean and how do we work together more effectively? So I think that background actually really served me well. And, in theater, one thing that I always say is that it's very much a collaboration. You can't just have the actor alone without, the director and the lights and the set and the costume and all of that. So it's very much a cross-functional team that puts on theater or film. And that's how software is too. And that's really how almost any company is now. It's very cross-functional. And I think I've always appreciated, I don't have the only perspective. No one has the only valuable perspective. And having us all come together is really greater than the sum of the parts. And so that was the work I was trying to do.